Good day and welcome. I hope everyone is staying healthy and sane and safe in these days. I just wanted to spend a moment just to talk about the mass closures or the suspension of the masses in the Diocese of Prince Albert. A lot of people have been asking about it. And so we followed suit with the Diocese of Saskatoon. And it does seem like an extreme measure, but it's very important to do. While back, I was going to get some extra insurance, and I was kind of mad at everybody for having to even do this. And so I said, oh, I'm going to buy this, and I'm probably never going to use it. And they said to me, wouldn't that be nice? And it's true. It might seem extreme to close our churches or at least not offer public events in our churches. But right now it's an important time to do that when we look around the world at what's happening. And we can still pray from our place at home. And as you found, there's many spiritual resources online over the internet that we can get. And it's important to take that time now to just care for each other and to just pray. The bishop has sent out the letter, and in it he says that he has dispensed us from our Sunday obligation. And so what that means, as Catholics, we are obliged to attend Mass on Sundays and days of obligation. And so currently that is no longer the case because Mass is not available. So he can't oblige us to come. So he's remove that obligation from our life. But many people are asking, well, I still want to pray. I want to be part of the Mass. I want to hear the message on the weekend. And so, like I mentioned, there are ways to do that. I will try to be live streaming some of my stuff, and I'll try to give people a bit of a heads up before I do it so you can prepare yourself spiritually. One of the things that we can do during Mass when we don't attend it physically but are just watching it virtually from home is something called an act of spiritual communion. This is a prayer that was included in the bishop's letter as well. There's other forms of the prayer you can Google online or whatever as well. This comes actually from the days when catechumens, when they were preparing for their first communion. Catechumens are people who are not baptized yet. And they couldn't receive the Eucharist then until they were baptized and welcomed into the church, they would make an act of spiritual communion so they could receive Jesus spiritually in preparation to receive Jesus physically in the Eucharist. And so at this time, we're asked to do that now while we refrain from and are unable to receive Jesus physically in the Eucharist. We're welcome to receive him spiritually. And what that looks like is something we should actually be doing every day or every week or several times a day even, if we like, is to make that prayer and just ask Jesus into your heart. It's something a lot of other non-Catholic faith denominations do normally. However, just like it says in the Our Father prayer, we say, give us this day our daily bread. And so it's something that we don't just ask Jesus into our hearts once and now we're a Christian and we're good, but it's something we do renew this covenant every day. It's sort of like in marriage. We make our vows once, but we have to renew our marriage covenant daily by saying words of love to our spouse. This is a time then that our spouse, the church, is more distant from us. And so we're asked to love from afar and to keep Jesus spiritually in our hearts. So this is a time just to care for each other, to love each other, and to pray. So God bless, and I will see you on the interwebs.